Okay, so we've got these Golden Globe noms you sent over for the 82nd awards. It's shaping up to be interesting.
It
You
is.
know, we've got the big budget movies, but also those kind of smaller films,
Mm.
and even some international films that are kind of surprising to see.
Well, I think what's interesting is how many of these films are really pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
It's not just about how much money they make.
Right.
It seems like they're rewarding creative risks.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like The Brutalist, for example. It got nominated for Best Picture Drama,
Right.
Best Director for Brady Corbett,
Uh-huh.
and Best Screenplay. Why do you think this one stood out to them?
Well, The Brutalist is known for its storytelling. It's not a typical linear story,
Okay.
and it definitely makes you think. The themes really stick with you even after it's over.
Interesting.
The Hollywood Foreign Press tends to reward films that challenge the audience,
Yeah.
And The Brutalist definitely does that.
It makes sense. They're looking for films that get people talking and offer something different.
Yeah.
And speaking of different, Emilia Perez is leading the pack here with 6 nominations.
I know, it's incredible.
6. It's up for Best Picture Musical or Comedy,
Right.
but also Best Picture Non-English Language, plus 2 nominations for Best Original Song.
That's very unusual.
Yeah.
Emilia Perez is a French film.
Right.
So to be recognized in both language categories means there's something really special about it.
Uh-huh.
It might mean that international cinema is becoming more popular.
Yeah.
And that people are more open to watching films with subtitles.
It definitely makes me curious. What is it about this film that's connecting with so many people?
Well, the early reviews suggest Emilia Perez blends genres in a very unique way.
Oh, wow.
There's music and drama and even elements of magical realism all mixed together.
Okay.
And visually, it's stunning. The director's known for his innovative style,
I see.
so maybe that's why it's appealing to such a wide audience.
Yeah.
It's something truly original.
You've definitely got me interested. Now let's talk about some of the acting nominations.
Right.
The Best Actress in a Drama category is full of big names. Angelina Jolie for Maria,
Yeah.
Kate Winslet for Lee,
Mm-hmm.
Nicole Kidman for Baby Girl, Pamela Anderson for The Last Showgirl,
Wow.
and Tilda Swinton for The Room Next Door.
It's a stacked category.
What a lineup. What are your thoughts on this group?
It's amazing to see such a range of talent. Each of these actresses brings something unique.
Yeah.
Jolie in Maria is raw and vulnerable, while Winslet in Lee is so nuanced. She's known for playing those complex characters.
Right. And then Kidman, she's always captivating.
Yeah.
And Anderson, she's really breaking away from her past image with this role.
She is.
And Swinton, of course, she transforms herself for every role.
Completely.
It's anyone's game.
It really is.
And we can't forget Sebastian Stan. He's nominated in both drama and comedy.
I know. That's impressive.
Best Actor in a Drama for The Apprentice, and Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy for A Different Man.
He's showing off his range for sure.
He really is. It makes you wonder, does taking on such different roles help an actor's chances? Or is it better to focus on one genre?
That's a really good question. I think it comes down to how convincing they are.
Yeah.
If they can disappear into each role and make you believe it,
Uh-huh.
then it shows real talent.
Yeah.
And based on these nominations,
Yeah.
it seems like Stan has done just that.
Okay, let's shift gears for a minute and talk about some surprises.
Right.
The big blockbusters like Alien, Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Twisters.
Right, those were huge.
They only got a nomination for cinematic and box office achievement.
Yeah, I was surprised too.
Why do you think they were overlooked in other categories?
Well, it could mean that priorities are shifting.
Okay.
These films did really well at the box office, but maybe they didn't resonate with the voters on an artistic level. It could be that this year, the Hollywood Foreign Press is prioritizing originality and depth.
So they're looking for more than just spectacle.
Exactly, and this gives smaller international films a chance to stand out.
That's true.
I'm Still Here from Brazil.
Yeah.
And The Seed of the Sacred Fig, which is a collaboration between Germany, France, and Iran.
Wow.
Both got nominations in the non-English language category.
That's great.
It shows a growing appreciation for global cinema and all the different stories being told around the world.
I love that. It's great to see these films getting recognized on such a big stage.
Definitely.
It definitely expands my watch list.
Mine too.
Now let's move on to television.
Okay.
We've got some familiar faces in the running for Best Television Series, Musical or Comedy, Abbott Elementary,
Love that show.
The Bear Hacks and Only Murders in the Building are all back.
It's going to be tough competition.
I know. Each show has a huge fan base.
Right.
And they all offer something unique, Abbott Elementary, with its humor and relatable characters. Yeah.
The Bear, with the intensity of that high-pressure kitchen.
Oh, it's so good.
Hacks, and its sharp commentary on the entertainment industry. And Only Murders keeps you guessing with those mysteries.
And the comedy.
Do you think a new show can beat these established series?
Well, new perspectives are always exciting, but these shows have proven themselves. They've got staying power. So it's up to the voters, you know?
Yeah.
Do they want to stick with what they know or embrace something new?
And speaking of new, the limited series category looks really interesting.
Yeah, there are some great ones in there.
Kate Blanchett and Kevin Kline are in Disclaimer, which sounds captivating. But then there's the new True Detective, Night Country, with Jodie Foster and Kali Reis. How do you see this category playing out?
Well, this is a good example of how the Golden Globes brings together legends and rising stars. Disclaimer is a psychological thriller that focuses on character development.
Okay.
While True Detective is going to be dark and gritty.
So we'll see which style resonates more with the voters.
They both sound incredible. And we can't forget Only Murders in the Building.
No, they're fantastic.
Steve Martin,
Hilarious.
Martin Short,
So funny.
and Selena Gomez are all nominated.
Yeah, for their performances.
Think they can sweep the comedy categories.
I wouldn't be surprised. Their chemistry is undeniable.
It really is.
But we also have Ayo Edebiri nominated for The Bear.
Oh, right.
She brought a fresh energy to that show.
She did.
And she got a lot of praise for her performance.
It's going to be a tight race. Before we move on, what are your initial impressions of the nominations overall?
I'm really impressed by the variety and how bold some of the choices are.
Yeah.
We're seeing international films getting recognized actors pushing themselves and a willingness to embrace those unconventional stories.
Yeah.
This feels like a year full of exciting possibilities.
I agree. Now I'm curious about those Lifetime Achievement Awards.
Oh, yeah. The Carol Burnett Award and the Cecil B. DeMille Award.
Yeah. Exactly. Who's getting those honors this year?
Well, the Carol Burnett Award is going to Shonda Rhimes this year. That one honors a lifetime of achievement in television.
Wow. Shonda Rhimes. That's incredible. She's a true powerhouse. I mean, Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, Bridgerton.
Right.
She's changed television.
She really has. You know, Rhimes is known for creating these characters and storylines that are so complex and diverse, and they resonate with people. She's not afraid to address those tough issues.
Right.
And her shows spark conversations that go way beyond the screen.
Absolutely. She's a trailblazer, and this award is so well-deserved. Now, what about the Cecil B. DeMille Award? Who's being recognized for their contributions to the world of entertainment?
This year, it's going to Denzel Washington.
Oh, wow, Denzel. Another amazing choice. He's a legend. I mean,
he is.
Think about all the iconic roles he's given us. Training Day, Malcolm X, Philadelphia Fences. His range is just incredible.
It really is. Denzel Washington's career shows how dedicated he is to his craft.
Yeah.
He's known for immersing himself in his roles.
Yeah.
You know, bringing that depth and intensity that draws the audience in.
I can already picture the standing ovation he's going to get. It's always so inspiring to see these legends honored for their impact. Looking at all the nominees, it seems like we have a lot of multi-talented individuals this year. Sebastian Stan nominated for both drama and comedy.
Right.
And
we're thinking of Kate Winslet.
Kate Winslet, yes. She's nominated for Best Actress in a Drama for Lee, but also for Best Actress in a Limited Series for The Regime.
That's right. Two very different roles.
It's amazing to see actors excelling in both film and television.
It really is.
Yeah.
It speaks to their versatility.
And the high quality of productions we're seeing across both mediums.
Exactly. And of course, we have those comedy legends.
Oh, yes.
Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Both nominated for Only Murders in the Building.
Their comedic partnership is iconic.
It really is. They've been making us laugh for decades.
And their chemistry in Only Murders is just as strong as ever.
You mentioned earlier that you were curious about the Best Original Song category.
I did.
Anything in particular catch your eye?
Well, Beautiful That Way from The Last Showgirl has a really interesting team behind it.
Oh, yeah.
Andrew Wyatt, Miley Cyrus, and Lake.
Wow. That's an unexpected combination. I wonder how they all ended up working together.
I know, right? And then Emilia Perez got 2 nominations in this category.
It did.
El Mal and Mi Camino. Clearly, music is a big part of that film.
It seems like it. Maybe that's part of what helps it connect with people from different cultures.
Maybe the music transcends those language barriers.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how the songs fit into the story.
Definitely. It makes you want to watch it, doesn't it?
It does. Okay, I have another question. Fernanda Torres is nominated for Best Actress in a Drama for I'm Still Here, but that film is also nominated in the non-English language category.
Right.
How does that work?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It shows how these awards can be nuanced.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes a performance is so powerful that it goes beyond the language of the film.
Right.
So Torres' performance must have really impressed the voters.
Wow.
To be recognized alongside those English language performances.
It's a testament to her talent.
Absolutely.
And the power of great storytelling. Okay, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive.
Yeah.
What are your overall thoughts on the Golden Globe nominations this year?
You know, I think they're a really nice mix of familiar faces and some unexpected choices. We have those established stars and returning favorites, but also newcomers who are pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
The global representation is also worth noting. We're seeing films from so many different countries.
I agree.
It feels like a year that's celebrating diverse voices and real innovation in cinema.
Absolutely. Anything else that stands out to you?
I'd say the focus on character-driven stories is really apparent this year. Many of these films and shows are exploring those complexities of relationships, you know, and those universal themes that resonate with everyone.
It seems like the Hollywood Foreign Press is recognizing the power of stories that really connect with us on an emotional level.
I think so.
Okay, let's move on to some of those more specialized categories that you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
You were curious about the technical awards, right?
I was. Yeah, the technical categories are always so fascinating.
I know. It's like getting a peek behind the curtain.
Right. You get to see all the artistry and the craftsmanship that goes into making these films.
And this year, the cinematography nominees are really impressive.
They are. Dune. Part 2, with those incredible landscapes, has to be a frontrunner.
Oh, for sure. And we talked about The Brutalist earlier.
Yeah.
It uses cinematography to enhance that non-linear storytelling.
It does. It's amazing how cinematography can completely change the mood and the feel of a film.
It really is. What other technical categories are you looking forward to?
Well, Best Original Score is always a good one.
Yeah.
This year we have a mix of those established composers and some new names.
Okay.
Hildur Guðnadóttir, who won an Oscar for Joker. She's nominated again for Alien, Romulus.
Wow.
And then there's the scores for Emilia Perez and The Brutalist, both of which seem to be really important to the storytelling.
It's true. Music can add so much to a film.
It can.
Yeah.
It brings out those emotions and adds layers of meaning.
Do you have any predictions for who might win in this category?
Oh, it's hard to say. They're all so good.
Yeah.
But I'm really curious about the score for Emilia Perez, given the film's unique style and how it's appealing to so many different people.
Yeah, me too. Okay, before we wrap things up, what were your biggest takeaways from all these nominations?
You know, I think what excites me the most is that feeling that the industry is evolving. There's more appreciation for international cinema.
Yeah.
A willingness to embrace those stories that are a little different.
Right.
And a recognition of so many different voices and perspectives.
It feels like this year is all about breaking down those old barriers.
It does.
And expanding what it means to make a great film or television show.
I agree. What about you?
What am I excited to see?
Yeah. During the ceremony.
I'm always eager to see who wins those acting awards.
Of course.
And the red carpet.
Oh, yeah. The fashion.
It's like a whole separate show.
It is. Always fun to see what everyone's wearing.
Do you have any early favorites for Best Dressed?
Well, Zendaya is always a fashion icon.
She is.
So I'm sure she'll look amazing. And I'm curious to see what Timothée Chalamet will wear.
Oh, good one. He's definitely not afraid to take risks with his fashion.
He's not.
Okay, last question. After going through all these nominations, who do you think will be the big winners?
Predictions are always tough.
They are.
But I have a feeling Emilia Perez could win multiple awards. It seems to have really struck a chord with the Hollywood Foreign Press, you know, with its originality and how it crosses cultural boundaries.
That's a great pick. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Well, listeners, this has been a fascinating journey through the 2025 Golden Globe nominations.
It has.
Hopefully our deep dive has given you some new films and shows to check out.
Maybe it's inspired you to have your own Golden Globes watch party.
Ooh, that's a great idea. Gather your friends, get those predictions ready, and settle in for what's sure to be a memorable night.
It's going to be fun.
And the biggest question of all, who will win? Tune in to find out.